Hello everyone. This is Elisa Mardigan, otherwise known as the Mom Boss Coach. And yes, I know I'm a little bit late, but my computer decided to crash and then it was taking forever to get back online. I don't know. I either need to wipe out the computer and start over or just get a new computer. So anyways, let's just make sure everyone is seeing this. Yes, perfect. Okay. So tonight we are talking about 5 reasons why you might not be selling. Now, I'm not saying that these are the only 5 reasons, but these are 5 reasons to consider whether you are doing them or not, because these reasons will not help you make sales. That is for sure. So let's talk about reason number 1, and that is you need to be incredibly clear about what you are offering or you will lose business. Confused people do not buy. Okay, so what is the solution to that? How can you be clear, especially when you have more than one product? Just don't be vague. Now, when you are talking about attraction marketing, you aren't obviously throwing it out there exactly what you've got because you don't want to be spammy. You don't want people Googling your company. You want them coming to you. But when you are talking about your product specifically, to someone, don't be vague about it. Tell them exactly how it helps and exactly the problem that you solve. So once you get into that conversation with them where you are building rapport and you are finding out their struggles and how you can help them, once you get into that part of the conversation, that's when you have to be specific. Like, don't beat around the bush, just tell it like it is. And then and even if they don't hop on right away, you've been specific with them so they know exactly how you can help them, and they're just going to keep watching you. So just because they say no at that particular moment does not mean it's no forever. As long as you have been honest with them and upfront and not vague in how you can help them, they will be watching. Okay, so that's the first one. Be clear about what you offer. Okay, number 2. Don't be fake. I know that when we are first starting out in the business or in online industry, no matter what business you're in, whether it's network marketing or something entirely different, you will see others in a similar niche as you. And you will think to yourself, well, I really like how they are. I really like how they what their brand is. I like how they speak. I like how they dress. I like how they do this, that, and the other thing. But if that's not you, don't try to be it, because there's already someone like that. So you want to be you. There's nobody else like you. And people will be able to tell that you're not being authentic, that you're not being you, because it shows. You won't be comfortable. You're only comfortable being you. So authenticity is your superpower because there is no one else like you. So people are following you for you. So how do you do this? How do you make sure that you are conveying who you are authentically? Well, you might have to do some inner work to figure out who you are. You can write a mission statement for your life so that you know what you stand for, what your morals are, what you want to be known for. You could do that and understand all of that, and make sure your company that you are with is in alignment with what you stand for. If your company, you can love the products so much, but if the company is not in alignment with what you believe, with what you want to stand for, it's going to be very difficult for you to uh, portray that the company in a good light. And it's going to be hard for you to sell. It might not be hard for you to sell the products per se, but it'll be hard for you to get business builders if you're not in alignment with your company. So understand what you stand for and why. And then just start creating content that is 100% apologetically you. Now, I'm going to give you an example. I'm not going to name names. Even though they are out there, they are coaches, they are network marketers, they are top in their companies. But I follow a couple of people, women, who have a potty mouth. Now, I have a potty mouth in real life, I do, but I don't feel comfortable talking like that online. I might say the word badass or hell or something like that, but we're talking stronger words than that. So I follow this woman, and those words don't bother me. Okay. I'm going to be upfront. They don't bother me, whatever. And this is her personality. And I don't know how many times I have seen her respond to somebody who's commented on her post saying that there's no reason for you to speak like that. It offends me, and so on. Well, then that is not the person they should be following. She is being authentically, unapologetically herself. If she swears, she swears. That is herself. She is not going to pretend she doesn't. And if you don't like it, well, then that's just not the person you're going to follow. You will follow the person that you resonate with, okay? So don't be afraid to be you. Okay, so that's number 2. Don't be fake. Okay, number 3. If you try to be impressive, you will lose business. So you probably have seen those ads, Facebook ads, where you see a big house and Ferraris in the driveway, or major vacations, like I'm talking not just like Cuba and Mexico, I'm talking like Turks and Caicos or all those other expensive places that like Bali perhaps. I don't know. I mean, some of those ads might be real. Those people might actually live in a house like that. But when I see them, that's not what I think. I think they're trying to impress, and it's not really the truth. Okay? So people don't want to be impressed. They want to be inspired and involved, and they want to be able to relate to you. So if you're trying to get someone to hop on board with you and you're showing them something that's way out there that they can achieve, sure, they can achieve it. But the average Joe might not, for one thing, want the big castle house or anything like that. So you need to be relatable. Don't impress. Just be normal. Be you. So the solution for this, if you found yourself trying to be more than what you are, it's totally cool to love your life, because that's what we're supposed to do. Okay. If we don't love our life, why are we doing it? Like, right? Or it needs to be changed. The sad truth is a lot of people don't. So what we often think might inspire them will actually annoy them, because if someone is not in a good place, if they are not where they want to be yet in life, they're not going to look at that and think, oh, wow, what can I do to get what that person has? They're not going to think like that. They're going to think, oh, what a jerk, what a show off. You know, that's how they're going to think. And you don't want that. You don't want to be like that. You don't need to portray a perfect life on social media, because there is no such thing, for one thing. You want to be relatable. No one has a perfect life. not 100% perfect, okay? So don't try to portray that you do, because people are not dumb. They will see right through that. Okay, so just share things, challenges, struggles that you have overcome, or that you've faced, and how you've overcome them. Things that normal, everyday, average people will have struggled with, so that they feel inspired, and they know that, oh well, if she did that, I can do it too. I can do it. It can be done. Okay, so just be you. Okay. And I know you've all heard this, and I'm going to stress again how true it is, because I've been there, done that. Consistency. Consistency is key. Show up every day. Okay. If you're in and out, you're going to lose business, because people will forget and they'll go somewhere else. Okay. So the solution. Okay. So I just got this solution off of the internet. It's a 2-year mindset. So what they're saying here is that you must develop a posture that, okay, hang on. That you are an intern of this business for at least 2 years. Okay, because network marketing is the long game. You know that. It's not going to happen overnight. So you need to give yourself at least 2 years, if not 3 or 4, depending. Okay, it depends how much time you're putting in, right? Okay, so the great news is you can make some good money while you're learning the ropes. Okay, a lot of people make at least what will pay for their own products, okay, while they're learning the ropes to get bigger and better. So that's what you can't go into network marketing with the mindset that if I'm not making money in 6 months, that's it, I'm not doing it. You're not going to make money in 6 months. If you make money in 6 months, it'll be a miracle. And I want you to tell me. I'm talking good, decent money. I'm not talking $5, $50. I'm talking decent money. Okay. You have to play the long game and be consistent. Even if you think no one is following you because you don't get any engagement on your posts, don't give up, because just because somebody is not commenting or liking doesn't mean they're not watching. I don't know how many times I've gotten a message from someone that has told me they have been following me for months, and I'm like, okay, I've never seen you comment on anything. Most people just don't bother, or they're shy. Like a lot of people are introverts, even on the internet. Okay, but they're watching. So be consistent. Do not give up. Okay. This is another big one. Okay. Without consistency, and this next one, you're not going to get anywhere. If you do not niche, you will lose business. The online world is far too busy to be just another health coach or fitness coach or business coach. Okay. I'm a business coach, but I call myself the mom boss coach. Okay. You don't have to call yourself something, but perhaps you don't, but you need to narrow your target audience down. Okay. So you just need to brand yourself as the go-to person for a specific problem. Okay. I know that most companies have more than one product that solves more than one problem, but you need to pick a product or products, a group of products that can help with one or two problems that might be similar, so that you can be that go-to person. And your target audience will be people with that particular struggle, with that particular problem. So when I first started out in this business, my company has products that could be for everybody. They can be for men, they can be for women, they can be for kids, they can be for pets, they can be for everybody, but they're not, because not everybody wants it, for one thing. And how can you sell something to multiple different types of people? How can you make one post sell to that many different types of people? So you need to niche down. So for instance, now remember, you can't make any medical claims about any product. So let's say your potential audience have sleep issues, and your company has something that can help with that, whether it's essential oils, whether it's supplements, whether it's, I don't even know what else. But there's a lot of people out there with sleep issues. Okay. I just did a post on my profile this afternoon asking people what time they go to bed and do they think they get enough sleep. And so far, I am going to say that everybody but one person, and this one person gets too much sleep, but everyone else is not getting enough. Now, I didn't go so far as to ask them why. A lot of them get up super early in the morning for their jobs or what have you. But I had a couple people even say that they can't stay asleep. They wake up multiple times a night. One person said they have to get up and go to the washroom multiple times a night. So these are the problems a lot of people have. So that's what I mean by narrowing down. So finding a specific problem and concentrating on that problem. So you could be, sure, you're in the health and wellness industry, but you could be the go-to person for sleep patterns or sleep. I mean, you'd have to come up with your own little tagline thingy, but sleep patterns or sleep issues, or if you want to work with just women with sleep issues, or women in menopause with sleep issues, or whatever. That's narrowing it down. And once you narrow down your niche, you will be surprised how much easier it is to sell, because then you know who you're speaking to and you know what to post around that. Okay, so where are we here? Right, that was it. So the 5 reasons, and don't get me wrong, they're not the only reasons, but these are the 5 we're talking about today. Be super clear on what you are offering, okay? If someone seems confused, do your best to unconfuse them. Just be super clear. Don't beat around the bush. If someone I know we talk about attraction marketing and building rapport and not splashing your company name and your product name all over your profile, which is great. But if someone out and out asks you what company you're with, what products do you have, then tell them. Because if you don't tell them, then you just look fishy. You look scammy and spammy. Okay? So be incredibly clear. Do not be fake. Be authentically, unapologetically you, because there is no one else like you. Don't be impressive. Just, again, be you. Whatever has happened in your life, I mean, most people's lives are not super exciting, but because of that, everyone can relate. Okay, so just explain some trials and tribulations you've had throughout your life, how you've overcome them. That's all you need to do. Just be you and tell your story. Be consistent and play the long game. And niche down really, really, really as far as you can go. Okay, and be that go-to person for that. Okay, let me see in the comments if there are any questions. Yes, consistency is super important and it can take years. Yes. A no means not right now. Absolutely. Let me see. Whoops. Things are moving on me. Okay. Yep. Don't be Spamela Anderson. All right. Yeah. So yeah, I hope these helped. I just want to stress the two I want to stress are the niching, because so many people, every time I talk to them, I ask, do you know who your target audience is? I either get no, or I get, well, yeah, it's for everybody, but it's not. So please, if you do anything after this training or in the next day or two, do the niching down. Okay, find your target audience and go as far as you can go. Okay, down, like, to narrow it down as far as you can go. Okay, ladies, thank you so much for being with me tonight. And I do apologize for being late. My computer decided to crash and took forever. So yeah, maybe it's time for a new one. Anyways, I will see you guys next week. If you have any questions, just shoot them below. Thanks. Bye.